A quiet summer afternoon in Suncrest Park took an unexpected turn when a group of kids armed with colorful sponge balls decided to declare an impromptu war. Noah, a fearless leader with a baseball cap and a mischievous grin, rallied his troops. Emma, a strategic genius with a knack for climbing trees. Lucas, the fastest runner in the neighborhood. And Mia, who had an uncanny ability to dodge any incoming projectile. Their adversaries were just as formidable. Sophie, whose aim was almost always on point. Ben, who could throw with surprising strength. Chloe, the master of surprise attacks. And Leo, the tactician who could devise traps out of anything available. As the sun began to dip, they drew their battle lines. The park's playground became a battlefield. Slides turned into lookout towers, benches into bunkers, and swings into escape routes. The initial volleys were exchanged with cheers and laughter echoing through the air. Noah and Emma climbed to a higher vantage point, showering sponge balls down on their opponents. Lucas darted between obstacles, his speed making him a difficult target, while Mia's dexterity kept her almost untouched. On the other side, Sophie's precision paid off as she took careful aim, hitting her targets one after another. Ben's strength meant that those who were unlucky enough to be in his line of fire felt the impact, while Chloe's sneakiness allowed her to get dangerously close to Noah's team. Leo, meanwhile, had set up a series of traps using buckets of water and carefully positioned sponge balls, creating mayhem. As dusk turned to twilight, the battle intensified. Noah and his team seemed to be gaining ground when Leo sprang his final trap. A cleverly concealed bucket swung down from a tree, dousing Emma and causing a temporary retreat. But instead of discouraging them, it only spurred them on. Amid the chaos and splashes, what was initially an afternoon game became a full-fledged epic. Just as the park lights flickered on, signaling the end of the day's play, a truce was soundly declared. Laughing and drenched, they all shook hands, already planning the rematch for that weekend. With the sponge balls soaked and the battlefield left in peace, Suncrest Park settled back into its usual calm. But the bonds forged and the memories created would last much longer than the summer sun.